Good morning, everyone. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Let me get my stuff set up here. Station to everybody. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good morning so far. Hope you got your coffee. Mine hasn't kicked in quite yet. It had a stormy night, and everything seems to be calm right now. But I think storms are going to be rolling in later in the day. So hope you guys are having a good day. Let's get some. Let's see if we can do that. We'll do a volume check. You guys in the chat, give me a volume check on the music, mic, audio, and the video as well. I would really appreciate that. Before we jump in here, let's see who's up early already and seeing who's joined us. We have the CBT, the comic book therapy. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate that. We have Eric the Stash. What's going on, Eric? Thanks for coming in. Station. We have the one and only Phable. What's happening, brother? At One Collection Down. Blame Phable tonight with Big Herm and Missing Lynk, and check out special guest Inja Binja coming on there too, so you're not going to want to miss that later on tonight. I'm sure you guys you've seen your feeds blowing up on that. Glad that show is back. Loving it. We have Manny Reeds. Hey, great video the other day, those top three over there with C-List. That was great, and love seeing you guys collabing on that stuff too. So awesome, man. Awesome. Good seeing you guys yesterday. Yeah, JT Station. What's going on, dude? Thanks for coming in. I sound great. Oh, music is good. Lower it a little. You got it, man. Yeah, you can never tell on my end. Like, I can hear it through my speaker, but I don't know what it's like on your end. So that is that. All right. I think I got everybody on the chat. We're going to let some folks filter in. So we are going to go over a couple things first before we get into the books that are coming out next month. So what do we got? We have this. So Kirk, my buddy Kirk, you guys know him on Instagram. He got me this exclusive here. Let me get this down. He got me this TMNT exclusive. I believe this is a con exclusive for Huntsville, and it's an Eastman autograph as well. So loving that one. So that dude's awesome. So thanks so much for doing that, Kirk. Really awesome guy. Loving that. Really cool cover too. TMNT. Anybody reading TMNT, keeping up with it? Is there any like arcs or stories or whatever that is like a must read for everybody? Any Turtle fans? I haven't been keeping up with it. I just read Last Ronin. It was great. And so I want to see what's going on in the TMNT world. So if you have any recommendations, throw them down. Throw them down for sure. So we have X11 Bravo. What's going on, dude? Thanks for all the support recently and everything. So I really do appreciate you. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. And we have Chamorro Cinema. What's going on, dude? Good to see you in here, Station. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, anytime, man. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You're doing a really good job. So keep it up. Keep it up for sure. All right. So what else we have? So we got that awesome little AOK from Kirk there. We also went to the Outer Limits Borough. It's another comic book shop in the area. It's about 30 minutes away. They're the ones that have all these exclusives you guys have seen me push a lot, like the Twig exclusives and the Bloodstained Teeth. So I always like to go over there and spot check and see what's going on exclusive wise. So if you guys are interested in that, check them out. But they also sell Comic Pro Line bags, and they're like my personal favorite bags. I have no affiliation with anybody or anything like that. Just personally, I like them the most. And so I stocked up on Comic Pro Line, which I'm loving. So I can't wait to start swapping out some of these books. If you guys have recommendations for bags and boards and things like that, put them down below. Or if you have any tips that you've learned about comic storage in general, let me know. Do you guys notice the big difference between regular, what are they, polypropylene bags and some of the other bags out there? Let me know if you guys notice a big difference in the bag qualities and what you guys are going for when you guys are putting up stuff on your shelves. Eric, never enough Mannies. Yeah, I know. Yep. It's amazing. We have such a big community, and we don't have that much name overlap. There's tons of Nicks out there, of course, right? We have a few Mannies out there. I'm probably going to forget a few, so forgive me, but like, you'd think that we would have name overlap everywhere. Yeah. Comic Pro Line bag. Yeah, they have a stiffness to them, so they're still 2 mil, right? They're still 2 mil OPP bags, so like those oriented polypropylene bags, and they are specifically designed to be a little bit more rigid, and so they're great. I like them a lot. They have a great shine to them. They're crystal clear. Loving them. Yeah, so that's cool there. And then a couple more things before we get in here. We have a Blame, Big Herm, JT, and Brother Joe moment. I just finished Crimson Cage from John Lees and Alex Cormack and Ashley Cormack. What a great read this was. 5-issue run. I was able to pick up all these over at my LCS during Free Comic Book Day. They had a sale going on. I was back issue diving, and I had number 1, and then I found 2, 3, 4, and 5 all in the same bin. Picked them all up, got them at a great price. Blew through them. I read issue like 1 and 2 in the first night, and then I read 3, 4, and 5 last night. And this was a surprise for me. So thank you to those guys for pushing me to keep going and reading that book, because they just did a little breakdown. And so check that out over on Big Herb's channel. For sure. Yeah, that was a really great one. Did I read Hotel? Hotel's great, man. I loved volume 1 because we were exploring all the rules and we're exploring all the characters and what was actually going on. And then volume 2 added something new to it, but it played on everything we've learned in the past. So I like that one a lot. So yeah, Hotel was great from John Lees. Yep. Never Enough Johns. That's right. Yeah, there's Johns too. Of course there's Johns. They almost present as Mylar. That's exactly it. Without the Mylar price, right? So they have that crispness to it. Like, I don't like bags that you can just kind of hold and they just flop. It's like it feels like a paper towel. If you have bags that feel like paper towels, or if you crunch them, they're just done. You know what I mean? And you can tell, like, some of these, it's a little bit blurred, but some of these in my background are not switched out yet with Mylar or Comic Pro Line. And you can tell when you kind of go across the room, because the bag starts getting these ripples in them. And that's just not great presentation wise. And it can't be great, like, from a preservation and chemical standpoint, right? So yeah, so yeah, Comic Pro Line bags are damn near Mylar, and they're super good and they're super clean. I like them a lot. Yeah, so thanks again for doing that. So now that I purposefully skipped that video because I wanted to read it, and now I'm gonna go back and watch it. And if you don't know anything about Macbeth, you can go on YouTube and like look up like a 7-minute video. It's not that bad. I didn't remember everything about that story when I heard about Crimson Cage being essentially adapted from it with the wrestling overlay. And so yeah, so watch like a quick thing of Macbeth. You'll get the quick and dirty, and then you can read that book, and it's crazy good. It's crazy good. It doesn't read like a Shakespeare book. It reads like a wrestling book. It's super fun. There's another volume of Shrink coming to of Sync. Okay, yep. I don't think I ever read Sync, so I have to check that out. John Lees is great, man. Hotel's great. Crimson Cage was great. I need to be more aware of what he's doing. So thanks for letting me know. So Sync coming out soon. Cost of Mylar is killing us. So check out these Comic Pro Lines. Yeah, Comic Pro Line's great. I know Bueller pushes them. I think he's affiliated. I'm not. I just tell you what I like. And so, you know, I just tell you what I like. And what I like is the Comic Pro Line bags and boards. So I should have gotten like the silver ones, but I get the current ones, and then I just buy whatever board, like the BCW boards. And so that's what I've been rocking with, that combination there. Yeah, the bag ripples. It's awful when you get like a cool key and it's got that ripple through it. That really sucks. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, BCW bags and boards. Yeah, so I don't know if they have different variety of bags, but I use those bags. But over time, I just prefer a little bit, like a little bit stiffer bag, and that it gives you that Mylar feel without the Mylar price. Yep. Rogue collecting. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Rogue, another duplicate name. We have a few rogues in the community, so we always appreciate everyone. Never enough rogues, right? So we have Johns, we have Nicks, we have Mannies, we have rogues, we have. Keep the list going. Keep the list going. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's the problem with Mylars, man. It's so expensive. And I don't think I have a shop in my area that sells straight up Mylar bags. Maybe I'm wrong. But I haven't seen them. Usually they're BCW or something like that. So check out the vintage boards. They work with Comic Pro. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. All right. So we are going to get into the next segment here. So we went over just some recent reads that I was interested in. So Crimson Cage, really good. Check it out. Don't need to know anything about Macbeth, but it helps, right? So I would check that out as well. Mike, thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the support, dude. I appreciate you always being in the comments and everything. You're an awesome guy. What's going on? Bumblebee Tuna, BB Lovers. Awesome. Thanks. So what do we got? So I talked about Free Comic Book Day, which was awesome. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you didn't have too many war stories. Hope your shops were fair. If they weren't, I'm sorry. It's a weird time for shops, I think. So I don't know. We'll see how people behave next year. So Ty, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. What else did I get besides Crimson Cage? So I got a few different things. They had some books I've been staring at for a long time. So I did pick up Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #1. And I almost sound like I'm sad for doing that. I'm not sad about doing it at all. It's a book that's inevitably, I don't know if it's peaked. Do you guys think this book is peaked yet? I think it was a good purchase. I got it for a good deal. Everything was on sale. So I got a fair price. It's in great condition. I mean, for a white cover, there are there's no dirt on it or anything like that. The corners are crisp. I don't see any spine issues. There's no, dents anywhere. So it's a great conditioned book, but let me know if this is a good book still to pick up now. I think it is, because what I'm noticing and what we're all noticing is, we all knew She-Hulk was going to come eventually. And then we got a trailer, and then all of a sudden we had that short spike of everything, right? Everything She-Hulk related spiked all of a sudden. Moon Knight was the same way. We all knew it was coming. And then it hit, and then all of a sudden everything went up. Now, the reception of that show has cooled things down, but it's not as far down as it was, say, a year ago. So I think there's still room for this book. And again, it's one of those books that it's just a good book to have in the collection, because as people are flipping through stuff and you're showing off stuff, it's a book that'll stand out, right? It's a book that will stand out for sure. And yeah, so I like that one. Another book that I picked up because this is a book where it's like, I don't care what the condition is, I just want it in my collection. And this is Captain America 117 First Falcon graded 2.0. So we got CGC 2.0. I'm almost afraid, I almost want to crack it just because I want it out of this shell. I want to hold it and touch it, right? It's off-white to white pages, Captain America 117. This character's got a lot of room to grow, I think. It's always a great key. I think a lot of us know this cover now, and so it's a good book to pick up. And again, got it at a great price. So, and it's a crazy good cover. It's 2.0 good. So it's out of 10. 9 9s and 10s are practically, I'm not going to say impossible, but they're extremely hard to get. So 9 8's pretty much the ceiling. So a 9 8. So it would go, it would go from, like 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 0.5s in the middle. And then when you get to 9s, it breaks it up into 0.2s somewhat, until, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, and then 10. So 2 is a very, very low grade. But it's blue label too. So it hasn't been trimmed, hasn't been restored. It's complete story. I don't know if it's detached. I have no idea since it's slabbed. I don't know if the staples are detached. The bottom might be. I don't know. But I'm just glad to have it in the collection. So there you go. I'd rather have it than not have it, I suppose. And then I got this guy back in my life, Uncanny 134. I sold this one many years ago because financially speaking, it was the best decision I could make at the time. And then I was able to pick it back up. I think cheaper than I got the first one that I got, but the other one was in better condition. So I got my 134 back in my life, and I bring this one back up because Stranger Things is coming out soon. And the reason I knew this book existed was because of Stranger Things season 1. They referenced this book in like the first episode. I looked it up, and of course it was our Dark Phoenix. And so I went ahead and picked this one up back then when season 1 came out. And so, yeah, this book, that show brought this book into my life, and now the show is coming back out. So there you go. So it's not Cap 2.0. No, it's Cap 2.0. It pretty much is. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that comment. Yeah, he is a Cap 2.0 for sure. What up, Steve? Good. Thanks for coming in. Station. Good morning. Yeah, low grade is better than no grade. Exactly. Yeah, I thought it was a good pickup. I think it was pretty good. And the last thing I want to show off real quick is I did go see Doctor Strange. I freaking loved it. I'm a Sam Raimi fan. I haven't watched everything he's done, but I'm a gigantic Evil Dead, Army of Darkness fan. No spoiler, obviously, but if you like Doctor Strange in general and you liked Army of Darkness, that's the movie. That's the movie. So we walked out and my wife found a whole stack of these things. They're like the little comic books that come out with the movies, but this isn't really a comic. It's just like showcases all the cool covers and stuff that he's done, that he's had over his career. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. So if you're gonna go see the movie at AMC, check out, check the counters, ask the people there if they have some of the comics, because you can probably pick them up. I'm wondering if they're still around. So if you're gonna go see the movie, check out, go ahead and try to find one of these things and check them out. Oh man, Evil Dead, yeah. I watched an interview with Bruce Campbell, and he said that he gets a lot of criticism about why would you go back to the cabin in second Evil Dead? Why would you go back to the cabin? There's a lot of, I think there's some changes in the direction of the story, and so he was basically saying there's a moment where, what was it? There's a moment where he kind of goes outside in the first Evil Dead, and he's looking around and things like that. And then there's a moment where in Evil Dead 2, he's flying through the trees backwards and like lands. He goes, if you sync those two moments up, it makes a complete story and it all makes sense. But it's like, you had this horrible experience and everybody died, then you went back to the cabin in Evil Dead 2. So people were asking, is this a sequel or is this a remake? Evil Dead 1 to 2. So taking it easy on Sunday. Yep. All right. Let's get in. I think that's everything I want to show right now. So let's get into what's coming out next month. Let's do it. So we're on League of Comic Geeks. If you don't know what League of Comic Geeks is, it's a great free website you can use to set up pull lists. They're not going to pull the books for you, but it's showing you what's coming out. You can build a list, and then you can track that week to week, against what your shop's bringing in. Sometimes you can sync up with your shop. Like we have Cadets Toys and Comics here. So if you're in the local area and you use Cadets, you can actually use this service here. You can search for them and sync up the pull list. So whatever you do here, they see, and then they make their orders based on that. So that's pretty cool. So if you don't have that, you can at least use, I used this way before I had a shop that used this, just a way to keep track of what's coming in and out each week. It's probably the best tool I've ever seen for that. There's other options out there. Previews World has their own option with the pull list or pull box or something like that, but I haven't gotten too far into that one. And then I know there's some other ones too, but this is my favorite one. I think it's widely used as well. And I have a whole video showing how to use this too. So if you need to be educated on that, I have a whole video that goes over that. So what do you do here? We're gonna go to the new comics on the far left, and then we're gonna go to the date, and we're gonna switch it to June 1st. Let's take a look and see what's coming out. So I want this to be interactive. If you guys are seeing books that you have on your list here, throw them in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are expecting or looking forward to, rather. And then whenever you see a book that has a green check right here, it's on my pull list. So if you don't see any greens, that means I'm not picking it up, and that will tell you that I'm missing something. You know what I mean? So if you see something I should be tracking, let me know. You can also track your spending on League of Comic Geeks. I ignore that section. I don't know if I do that. So when you build your pull list, it tells you how much your total is going to be. And what's really cool is you can put in, if your shop gives you a discount for putting a pull box together, 10, 15, 20%, whatever it is, you can put that in there as well, and your local taxes, and it'll tell you exactly how much you're going to spend that week if those books come in, right? So that is awesome. I'll show you, Manny, I'll show you something that I just learned the other day, and maybe we'll use it today for the first time. We'll see if it gets too cumbersome. But we are on the new comics list, so this is just showing you cover A, right? So if you click on the filter and you add variants and reprints on the right side here, it will add all the variants and reprints to the list too. So why is this important? It's important because it will show you all the cool variant covers that are coming out as well. Otherwise, you'd have to go in and see them individually and go back and forth, and that's a pain in the butt. But also it shows you the facsimiles, and facsimiles are really awesome. There's a lot of guys out there that collect them, and it's a cool flag to put on here. So I think by default, it will show you most pulled. So you want to switch that to alphabetical A to Z. And if you do that, then it'll put all the variants together with cover A. So you're not seeing Action Comics at the top and then a variant for Action Comics 3 layers down, and you get lost. Like, am I pulling Action Comics? Am I not? So that's a really good tip. I just found out about that. I've been using League for over a year or two now. And so sort with variants and then add sort by A to Z. So we'll see what that looks like when we do this. It's probably going to triple our time here. So we'll see. Let's see here. If anyone just joined in the chat and I haven't seen you, I apologize. I know we have Sal. What's going on? Breakfast is important. Yeah, my breakfast is coffee, so we're doing that. Making breakfast. Manny, what are you making, dude? Mr. Chamorro Cinema, what are you making? All right, let's take a look. Action Comics, a book that I wish I was picking up because I've heard such good things about it. I might just need to go online and just binge read it because I'm hearing really good things about Action Comics. I'm not reading Son of Kal-El. I read it for the first arc or two and just wasn't doing it for me. So I want some Superman in my life, and I'm hearing Action is where it's at. So let me confirm that for me, guys, if you guys are reading that down below. But we got this awesome variant cover here as well. This like homage cover, right, to Action 1. That's a pretty cool cover. But it's the annual. We'll see. The other tip is if you're looking in the future, always open a new tab on a book. Don't click on it, because when you hit it back, it's going to take you back to the current week, and then you got to jump forward again. So always open a new tab. All right, Alien. I know you guys are digging this, especially after the first arc. I haven't been picking it up after the first arc. Let's see what else is coming out. Astronaut Down #1 from Aftershock Comics. A lot of Aftershock fans out there, I know. Manny, what do you know about Aftershock? Tomorrow I'm gonna be hitting you up just because I know you're cooking breakfast and everything. What do you know about Astronaut Down? Anything? Let us know if it's worth picking up. The new tab trick is a lifesaver. No kidding. No kidding. I might get in trouble with some of these with this variant tag on here. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how risque some of these things get. Yep. So we have Barbarella. We have Avengers Forever. We have Avatar. How many guys are looking forward to Avatar based on the trailer that just came out, or the teaser, I should say, the teaser trailer that came out? All right, let me scan all these covers before we get in trouble here. Barbarella, tons and tons of covers out there for that. We have a Batman 2022 annual. Who's on that? Ed Brierson and John Timms. Interesting. I don't have it pulled. So we have Ghostmaker, we have Clown Hunter on the cover. And we know they have like a little team right now during the current run, the current arc, current story. So they're teamed up right now. I don't know. I'm surprised I don't have this on my poll. We'll see if it comes into the shop. I'm a little bit Batmaned out right now, so I'm not gonna. Annuals are kind of hit and miss too, you know. So we'll see what's going on there. Digging the Alien series. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about it. Yeah, if you're referring to that whole new tab one, it can get pretty annoying, for sure. Batman Beyond the White Knight. I should be on this. You know, Jim's Comics. I'm sure you guys watch Jim's Comics, his poll list and things like that. He's loving everything Batman Beyond right now, and the Murphy verse, the Sean Murphy verse, could be a good spec. Could be a good spec. There's one with Harley's daughter, I think, coming up pretty soon. So I should be everything beyond Batman Beyond the White Knight, but I just haven't picked up a whole lot in that run just yet. We have Black Panther. There seems to be a key every other book, you know, a minor key in every other book of that series. So we have #6 coming out pretty soon. We got some cool variants as well. What else we got? We got Titan books, Blade Runner, Black Lotus. The Boys, issue #7. I want to say, I know Comic Tom has a new Mystery Mail Call coming out, and there's some Boys covers in there. I wonder, it can't be this one, right? Because he already shipped it out. Yeah, he already shipped it out, so he wouldn't ship a book 7 before street date. So maybe it's something else. Jimmy's Little Bastard is coming from Garth Ennis in August with Russ Barron. Oh, okay. Garth Ennis. Whew. That would be interesting to check out at least. I think Avatar's time has come and gone. Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. See, I think I didn't like Avatar before it was cool. I think a lot of people loved it when it first came out. I saw it, I was like, okay. It was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like the achievement, the technology achievement alone was great. I didn't really dig the story too much. And then I think everyone just kind of jumped on and eventually started bashing it. It's got a legacy you can't deny, right? It broke records you just can't deny. So good for them. I'll definitely see it for sure. But it has been a minute. It has been a minute for sure. All right, I'll let you guys keep talking, chatting in here. We got a lot of stuff to cover in here. We have Captain Marvel coming out. Carnage number 3. I've been liking this one. It hasn't hit me as like a best book of the month kind of a thing, but it hasn't hit me as a book that I dread reading either. So the new Venom run, I actually don't like at all. So I think I enjoy Carnage way more than I enjoy Venom. So we're going to keep on with Carnage, and we have some pretty cool variants. We got that scroll variant as well. I'll pop that up real quick so you guys can see that. That's pretty cool, and I do like that. Yep, I do like that one a lot. Then we have the In Lee, of course. What else? We have the Closet number 1. So this was supposed to be, this originated in Substack. This is the James Tynion IV Substack book that he put out to Image Comics for print, and so that is coming out. A lot of cool variants for this, and I'm just noticing this now. This is actually the Outer Limits Burrow exclusive variants. That's where I saw showing off my Twig, and showing off my Twig. That sounds great. Showing off the Twig number 1 variants that I got from them. Wow. So this is the Outer Limit Burrow exclusive. So that's pretty cool. I actually made it on here. That's awesome. What else we have? We have Andrea Sorrentino. In case you didn't know, just by looking at the cover itself. All right, so we have the Closet. That's gonna be a big one, I would imagine. I'm glad it's making it to stores. We had a lot of questions about that with Substack. It's like, are these books gonna make it to the store eventually? So that's gonna be an interesting thing to see more and more people do. You got the OLB Closet variant. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. I was just at the shop yesterday chatting with the guys. Great guys. Yeah, they've been fun to get to know. So that's pretty cool. They got a lot of great variants. They do them all the time. They're awesome. I know it's a lot to keep up with. I don't know how they do it, but look at all these variants. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. This whole row. That whole row. Holy crap. Oh, this Martin Simmons one's awesome. Look at this. Yeah, pretty cool. I think this story is supposed to be pretty close to home for James Tynion, right? It's supposed to be a personal experience that he had growing up as a kid. I don't know how much of the details are in the book, but I think that at least the concept was pretty personal concept. What is the Closet about? So on his Substack, he did release basically the first, like 6 pages, and it's I want to say, and it's been a while since I read it, but basically I think there's this monster that's kind of in the closet. If it's a metaphorical thing, I don't know. We haven't really explored it too much. But this kid is experiencing some kind of an anxiety at nighttime related to some kind of a monster in his room. But I think there's a lot of family drama as well. So I'm wondering if it's kind of all in his head, or is it literally like a monster in his room, right? So I'm not too sure. But it'll be a big book probably. All right, we have Cyberpunk, Cult of Icarus number 3. Are we picking up anything? Well, again, with this variant tag on here, we don't see a whole lot of greens. Firepower 21, not too bad. Dragging our feet a little bit, I think, in the last 2 or 3 issues. Still fun. We're dragging our feet a little bit though. Ghost Rider number 3. I read issue 1, which felt like an issue 0, and I haven't read issue 2 yet. Grimm, I was on the fence about Grimm. I still am. We'll see where it goes. What else we got coming out? What am I missing that I shouldn't be missing here? Justice League Road to Dark Crisis number 1. Not too excited about Dark Crisis. Read Justice League 75, and it didn't show me anything that we haven't seen before in any other Crisis event. Literally, panels and perspectives and events were pulled directly from even the original Crisis on Infinite Earths. And in the very end, they ripped off Infinity War with Bruce Banner. I'm not going to tell you who on the Dark Crisis side and the Justice League side, but essentially when Bruce Banner escaped Thanos, and he crashed through through Doctor Strange's place through the staircase, and he's like, Thanos is coming. That's literally the last page of Justice League 75 with a different character and a different piece of dialogue. But if you put those two stills together, that panel and that still from the movie, it's the exact same thing. They haven't done anything original yet, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. How you guys feeling about Dark Crisis so far? Anyone reading Little Monsters, is it good? I'm reading Little Monsters and it's not great. I do have my Nick at Nights are, you know, I do go over those in a little bit more detail. I think 3 issues are out right now. And I don't know. It hasn't hit me yet. Hasn't hit me yet. Images printing Tynan's razor blades. Oh, that's good. I know. You've been grabbing all those, right? That'll be a good one. Is Lethal Protector Eddie or Dylan? It's Eddie. It's set back in the olden days, but it's written in a modern way, which I really love. So yeah, that one's really good. I like Lethal Protector a lot. Lethal Protector is good and World's Finest is good. It has the same vibe. King Conan, okay. I know a lot of people are reading King Conan. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of them. Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, King Conan. I get comments all the time. Why aren't you reading this? Why aren't you reading that? Show some love to this. Show some, you know what I mean? It's like, man, there's so many books out there, man. It's slow but beautiful. That's a good way to describe it. It's slow but beautiful. Trade read, definitely agree. Definitely agree. King Conan, number 4, easily a 4-star book. Got it. Flash, we're all waiting for you. Now we can get started. Now we can get started because Flash is here. What's going on, man? Good to see you. The chat's happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. Thanks for coming in, dude. We're still in week 1. This is going to take forever. We're 30 minutes in. We're on week 1 still. All right, let's keep going. King Conan. All right. We're 5 issues in. I'm about to add that to my list of catch up like I did with Crimson Cage. So Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, King Conan, New Masters. That's my mental list right now. How am I going to prioritize that? Let me know. Another new Knights, Knights of X number 2. I'm dropping it. I don't want to. I read issue number 1. It didn't do anything for me, so I'm getting rid of that one. Hey, here's your Little Monsters number 4. Some cool variant. I like that one a lot. Let's see. Loaded Bible, Blood of My Blood issue number 4. Okay. Magic the Gathering. I'm a Magic guy and I don't read Magic the Gathering. I just didn't like what they were doing with it. I feel like it's a hard thing to adapt into. It shouldn't be because it's so creative and there's so many characters and cool visuals already. How hard could it be to adapt it appropriately? Miles, another book that's probably got a ton of spec on it. Probably I got the Bartel variant here just because I was told to do it and I'm a sucker. So I'm just told to buy those variants for the spec, bro. For the spec and bro. Haven't got into the Conan books. And I hate to hear it. Yeah. So, but he's staying in a way, right? It's just not like a main Conan book. Is that right? Somebody who knows the news, let me know. If you actually know what's, I know he's leaving, but like, can we still have Savage Avengers, things like that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. It did. It was awful. It was like we need to put a team together, and she shows up and she's like, "All right, who wants to join this quest?" And everyone goes, "Yeah, we're not doing anything else, so let's go." Like that was how they formed a team. It was bad. It was bad. The character of Conan is public domain, so I think you can use them. I just don't think you can have a Conan. But okay, yeah. So it's kind of like Marvel with Spiderman in a way. It's not public domain, but they can use them when they need to, but they don't own the IP. Is that an appropriate assessment? Is that like a fair explanation of it? An easy explanation? So Miles Morales, lots of them. Oh, good. League blurred out some of this stuff. See, I knew we were going to get in trouble eventually. Moon Knight Facsimile, again, you can grab those. Yeah, see, wow, we're getting a lot of other ones in here too. So let's just turn that off for a minute and see what we do. I don't want to get into a situation where there's something flashing on here. I don't want it flashing on here. But you can do it now. How about that? Nice House on the Lake. Issue number 9. That'll be a good one. Are you guys still Nice House on the Lake fans? What are you guys feeling about that? Sorry, I have to keep coughing. I'm still getting over some funk right now. Check out that Conan cover for Miss... Conan cover for Miss Meow. I don't think I want to. We'll do that after We'll do that after. How about that? Is that Tynant on the cover? That's the joke. That was the joke when this was released. I mean... Where's the glasses? Yeah, you can easily say... Yeah, he's taking a bath. Why would you wear glasses? You can easily say that's him. Sure. I understand. Book 9. How many more... How long is this going, guys? So book 9 is the only one solicited? The latest one solicited? Okay. Let's go back to it real quick. Nothing about it being the last issue. Are we taking another break after issue 9? What do we know, people? Yeah, so you guys have a lot of comments about this. Haven't read the last 2 issues, but been liking it. Yeah, it's good. What I don't like is, so if you're, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you read a bunch of books, the characters learn a lot of stuff, and then the guy who's kind of in charge of everything does something, and then everyone kind of forgets what happened, and now they're all learning things again, but they're learning it in slightly different ways than they did the first time, I think, is what I'm understanding. And so they did like a hard reset on the progression of the story in a way. So it's like, oh God, why did you do that? Was that just like a way to drag things out? I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird decision. Yeah, it's slow because they did that. Imagine if they didn't do that hard reset. Am I even right about that? He like neuralized them, right? He neuralized all the characters. So many titles. Yeah, I know. Everything is getting caught in the shot. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, 12 issues. Okay. I really don't hope. I hope so. I hope that there's not a break as well. I hope there's not a break as well. But I'm not seeing anything. I mean, in League we trust, right? May 31st, house number 9. I don't see any more. So we'll see. We'll see where that one goes. A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. Who's powering through that right now? It's so confusing. Like the first 4 or 5 issues, I was so confused. They give you a couple panels of explanation, and then the whole book's changed in the last 2 issues. So we'll see. We'll keep. We're gonna keep getting that. Once in Future, a book I regret dropping early on. I know there's a lot of Once in Future fans out there. Let's see. Phalanx number 1. We have Power Hour, Primer Red, Red Sonja. Step by Bloody Step number 4. Great book. Takes some time because there's no dialogue, so you have to really read into the intention of the panel and the artwork. So you have to really pay attention to that one. Scorch, Shadow War Omega. I'm not reading into the Shadow War stuff, but I feel like I want to. There's just so many books out there. You just can't read them all. Strange number 3. I know a lot of you guys are liking Strange. Walking Dead. We have Demons number 3. A great book. I like it a lot so far. Scott Snyder. I described Scott Snyder like this before at my shop, and it was pretty funny. It was basically, Scott Snyder's a great writer. He's also a guy who I feel like is very formulaic with his writing. And what I mean by that is, I think he knows all the key pieces to make a good story. And I feel like he's got a Rolodex of ideas. He's kind of like Colin Bunn in that way. They all have great premise. And their execution, I think Scott Snyder's way better than Colin Bunn. But I feel like he's like, I need to do something today. And he's got a giant wheel and he just spins it. And he's like, okay, Demons, great. And he spins it again. And it's like, daughter outlives the father. Perfect. He spins it again. And then, you know what I mean? He gets like and all the ideas will work in combination with each other. I feel like that. But he's a great writer. I'm loving that story a lot. I love Noctera. Again, Noctera feels like it's just like it was produced in a lab, the story, you know, but it's good. I don't know. Is that a fair assessment? Don't waste your time with Shadow War. That's funny. That's funny because in the main Batman run, I'm liking what's happening, but I haven't been following anything else outside of the main Batman run. Yeah, no, that's an interesting topic. I didn't get that though. You know what I mean? I didn't arrive to that naturally through reading what was going on in the story. But I can see the overlap. I can see what you're talking about. Yeah, for sure. That's a good comment. Yeah. Don't you hate when you drop a book and then it gets good? What books have you guys dropped? 1, 2, 3, 4 issues in, that is hot now. Not, I mean, maybe not hot, but like a book that people talk about as being really good. Are you saying that Scott Snyder's the Breaking Benjamin of comic books? Like everything is the same, just lyrically different? Is Breaking Benjamin like that? I don't know any. I don't listen to Breaking Benjamin. So would my reference be? Oh God, Green Day. The same 4 or 5 chords. What books have you guys dropped that you wish you didn't drop? Smash that like. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. Thank you. Still digging Noctera, but not into really because I like the first arc. I'm not going to call them arcs. I like the first few issues that kind of explainer issues. They're the introduction issues. And then somewhere it got a little muddy. It was like, where's this going? I didn't like where it was going. And then the last 2 or 3 issues I've liked a lot. Because I feel like they're actually going somewhere now and doing something. But it still has that like, I don't know. It's like buying a Marie Callender apple pie instead of making the apple pie at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like it feels produced in a way. I think that's where my mind is now. But I have the full right to completely change my mind completely after this conversation. Benjamin Button. It's a story. It's a very simple premise. It's an old man who becomes a child. He becomes a little tiny baby. I dropped Crossover, couldn't get into it, but I noticed a slight pickup, so I feel like I'm not missing. Crossover had an interesting premise up front. It was always bogged down by what's going on, a lot of characters, cameos galore. It was always bogged down a lot. I feel like it didn't have any like emotional resonance until the very, very end. And then maybe, in a couple points here and there. We always talk about like the Chip issue. I think that was issue 7, the Zdarsky issue. So Crossover was hit and miss throughout the entire run, and I think we still have another conclusion issue coming. I could see that. So mine were Stillwater, Once in Future, Crimson Cage, for sure. But I rectified that. I picked all those issues up. Descender. Yep, Descender. Yep. Yeah. Lemire and Wynn are a good creative team for sure. We're getting a lot of Lemire stuff, and we're getting more soon. So, yeah, I like that a lot. There's always a book for somebody. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's what I like a lot about it. It's extremely personal. It's like music. Everyone has their own personal taste, and it's down to like such a small level of what can kind of resonate with you. And so with this, it's even worse too, because there's an art component laid on top of it. So it's a storytelling. It's a way words are put together in order. It's the easiness of how you can read it, how you can comprehend what's the message. And then it's the art, the color, the layouts, everything on top of that as well. It just adds so many layers. There's a lot of things to consider. Radiant Black, that's a good one. I read Radiant Black for a couple arcs, and then I dropped it. I didn't pick up any of the tie-ins, Radiant Red or any of that stuff. All right, that's week number 1. Let's go into week number 2. All right, what do we got? We got Amazing Spider-Man number 3. Are you guys digging Amazing Spider-Man so far? A lot of mixed reactions for issue number 1. We'll see. Aquaman. All right, so this is Rom V. So we have a new Aquaman coming out. It's probably the only creator that can get me to read Aquaman. Unfortunately, right? So Black Label book as well. So he gets to play with some stuff. Doesn't have to worry too much about continuity. He can play in that world. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait. And of course, we have a good creative team too. We have Christian Ward. We have Brian Hitch. Oh God, which one is he? I bet he's doing this one. If you guys know, I'm not a big Brian Hitch fan. Venom's ruined it for me. any artist is capable of great stuff if they have the time and great material to work with. Okay, so let me just say that right now. So when I say I don't like Brian Hitch, I don't like him on the current Venom run. How about that? That's a more fair response there. But this cover A is awesome though. This cover A is great. I'm liking this a lot. I like his Perkins and Spicer team ups too with Swamp Thing. It's good. That's pretty awesome. So I'm really looking forward to Aquaman. Aquaman's gonna be pretty fun. So let me see. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that too. Rogue Sun is more than main rate. Yeah. You've been enjoying that more? Yeah. What's the best run y'all have read recently? Oh man, I gotta think about that. Sound off in the comments though. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to give comics a chance. Yeah, maybe does she like the movies and stuff? If she likes the movies, that's the first step, I would say, to get interest in the characters. But comics are hard, man. Comics are hard to get into. I mean, just imagine you've never read a comic before. I don't know how long you've been reading, but like if you haven't been reading comics before and it's 2022 and you walk into a comic book shop, it's like, where the hell do you even start, man? Where do you even start? You can't just go to the wall and pick up a issue 700 something and start reading it, or you can, but you're not gonna know what's going on. You don't know what's good. You can go into my playlist on how to get into comic books today, and you can get freshened up on some of that stuff. But yeah, shameless plug. I'm sorry. Currently love 7 Secrets. Last issue came out in June. Yeah. Ramen's better than ramen. Indeed. Good call. I started reading older Aquaman to prepare for that round. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, you get deep. MCU is a gateway drug once you start smoking that. That Feige cabbage. Yep, I hear you. I'd say that's a good place to start, though. Batman Killing Time issue number 4. I liked issue number 1. Didn't like issue number 2. I liked issue number 3. We'll see where issue number 4 goes. It's Tom King writing Batman, so you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, probably. So there you go. Blade Runner, Broken, Soul's Ballad. What are all these? Classic Illustrated. You guys grabbing these Classic Illustrated? They seem fun, right? Don Quixote, Arabian Nights. I don't know. Cyberforce 30th Anniversary Commemorative Edition number 1. That's a mouthful. Be grabbing that one just because it feels like a book that would be fun to flip through at least. I didn't read any of the early Cyberforce books. I might have an issue or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. It was before my time, but it's got that classic image goodness in it, right? Dark Crisis number 1. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Dark Knights of Steel. I've been collecting all the Middleton variants. Does this one not have a Middleton variant? Or no? That's interesting. Collecting all those. I've been stacking these. I haven't been reading. I think I read issue number 1 when it first came out, and then I've been stacking them ever since. I don't know why I'm getting them. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up. There are 12 issues. It's like, is it great, guys? Is Dark Knights of Steel great? Is it a book that I should keep picking up, or is it a book I need to abandon? I haven't been reading anything past 1, so let me know. DC Pride. I might flip through it. We'll see. Doctor Who Origins number 1. Dogs of London number 2. I read number 1. It was okay. It's got like a London mobster, has like a little supernatural vibe at the end. So we'll see where that goes. Gotta do this mic checks all the time. Still getting over this. Best run, Moon Knight. Surprise, surprise. Oh yeah, we didn't see that one coming, bud. Some people don't know comics exist. No kidding. Getting all those cover Bs. Yep. Started during COVID time. Yeah. Yeah, Gideon Falls. That's a hell of a trip. Can you imagine that being your first book? You're enjoying the hell out. Okay. All right. It's a keeper. Dang it, guy. I was looking for an excuse. You're not great at this, guys. You're supposed to be. You're not great. I'm addicted. And you're like, no, dude, totally read it. You haven't been reading any of them yet? Keep going, man. Keep going. All right, dude. See you, man. Ninja's in the house. What's going on, Ninja? Good luck later today. Blame Fable show. It'll be a good show. know everyone's excited. It'll be fun. Glad to see you in here. Thanks for coming in. Later, Steve. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's keep going. In 10 minutes, we have a VV drop. I wish there was a web interface in place for me. It's only on digital, so maybe I can share that experience with you guys. We have ER number 2. That'll be a fun one. I like number 1. Flashpoint Beyond. I've been loving that series. So there's some DC books that are pretty good out there right now. What else we got? Heavy Metal Drummer. I've been stacking these. That'll be a fast read, I feel like. I'm stacking them right now. We talked about Noctera a little bit. We have Noctera number 11. Metal Society number 2. That was a sleeper hit of that week. Metal Society number 1. If you have it at your shop, check it out. It's a good book. Metal Society number 2 is coming out. Marauders 3. On the fence. Good, but on the fence. It's one of the better new X-Men books, in my opinion. I think Immortal's the best. After that last issue, issue number 2. I think Marauders is somewhere second, and then everything else just kind of falls off, I think. Legion hasn't come out yet, so I'm going to be seeing what that one looks like. What else we got? Nyx. We have Poison Ivy number 1. I am getting a variant for that one. I'm excited to see where it goes. We'll see. I'm not familiar with the creative team, so I don't trust every creative team to handle every character the right way. Star Wars, lots of spec around everything Star Wars. I haven't dipped into any of that kind of stuff yet. Savage Avengers number 2. I feel like I need to get number 1. You guys seem to like it. The broader community in general seem to like it, so we'll see. Obi-Wan, Star Wars Obi-Wan number 2. Number 1 was okay. It didn't blow me away, but it was fun to be back there with that character, So that's good. Thor number 26. I love the last issue of Thor. It's not even a Thor book. It's a Hulk book. And it's fun. And what is on the cover here? We have Banner holding Mjolnir. Got it. Is the enchantment still viable on Mjolnir? Is it still a thing? Do you guys know? How is he worthy? He's like the least worthy person, right? At this point. Let me know. All right. Who else? Let's see. Legion. Metal Society is great. I'm drawing it. Exactly. Is Noctera ending at 12? Man, either League is just not up to date yet. I'm seeing June 11. I'm seeing number 11 in June 8th. I don't see a number 12. So maybe League's not up to date yet with all these. This is like the second time we've had this happen. All right, what else we got? We have Twig number 2. Looking forward to that. I like number 1. It's very generic so far, but it's just a beautiful world. It seems like a fun cast of characters so far. And I think it's going to be a good run. I think it's going to be a good ride. I would check that one out. And Venom number 8. I don't care about it at all, but I'm picking it up. This Kang on the cover. As if that book needed more complexity added to it. So now we have Kang to worry about. Okay. We'll see. We'll see, guys. 2 great writers. Okay artists, in my opinion. All right, what's in the next week? Thor 24 was good. Yeah. How many of you are reading Twig? Let me know who's reading Twig, because I loved that first issue. You guys reading it? Angel's just saying hi to everybody. Lots of cool people in the chat. Drew, appreciate you coming in. Maybe, but why? We'll figure it out. But why would he? Why would he allow this? Got to check out Metal Society. It was a really good book. It was basically like far in the future, humans been wiped out by their own means or whatever it was. AI was created before that happened, though, and AI rose up because it didn't require the same things to stay alive, the same hierarchy of needs to stay alive. And they took over the world. And then eventually they were like, hey, we don't want to do these stupid, petty jobs anymore. Let's bring humans back into existence because we have the technology and we know how. And we're going to basically force them to do these you know, jobs for us. It's like the opposite of what's happening now. The humans as a species is developing robots to take care of some of the repetitive basic jobs, and it's like the flip on that. Then you have this one, but then some of the humans are artificially enhanced to perform the job, and so there's like a slightly artificially enhanced human, and she's rising up, and she has this resentment towards them, the robots. And so the beginning of it is like the introduction, like the announcer calling in two fighters into the ring for a boxing match, and it's this woman and it's this robot, and it was awesome. I loved it. And then you learn, and it kind of flashes back to like how that built up to that moment. It was really, really cool. You talk about Twig? Oh yeah. That's funny. It is a bit generic. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes for sure. Interested in a Calculated Man #1. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Oh, it's an Aftershock book? Okay. Do you know anything about it? It's all brand new, right? From Paul Tobin. Math genius. Runs numbers for a crime family. Turns in the evidence and runs. Okay. Has perfect memory. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that does sound interesting. That does sound interesting. You hope it's fire. You've been waiting for an accountant book. Are you trolling? Who waits for an accountant book? I don't know. Only you. Let me get this. Let me get Vivi pulled up real quick, because we're gonna go for a drop today. We might. At this rate, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. It's a Deadpool figure. Vivi. It's an NFT application, or NFT marketplace, and there is a Deadpool drop. Can I pull it up over here? Let me see something real quick. Let me see something. Hang on. Let me see. Pull this up and share it with you guys. I know we're going off the rails, guys. We're going off the rails. So VV drop Deadpools. It's Mighty Marvels. So we have the common. It's this Deadpool here. We have the uncommon. It's the Lady Deadpool. We have two commons. Is that what I'm reading? Yeah, we have common. Uncommon is the X-Men Deadpool. We have the rare zombie Deadpool. We have Dogpool, ultra rare, and then we have Deadpool the Duck is a secret rare. So we're gonna go for a few of these. We have like a minute or two. So I'm gonna try to multitask. I'm gonna try to multitask right here. 100% serious. Okay, dude. Okay. So here's my drop counter. You guys aren't gonna be able to see if I get one or not, but I'll let you know if I got one. So what else we have? Oh, Bill and Ted Roll the Dice #1. That'll be a good one. kind of trolling, but not at the same time. So we'll see. Yep. You're right. All right, we have 30 seconds on this VV drop. Let's focus. Let's focus. Batgirls, Ants, Alice Ever After. Anybody like Alice Ever After that read it? Because I didn't dig that one really at all. So we'll see. Best of Godzilla #1. I don't know if that's at the shop. How do you pass that up? The Best of Godzilla #1. I don't see how you pass that one up. Bunny Mask #2. I know you guys are loving Bunny Mask. Bunny Mask really isn't for me. I don't think. I don't know. I wasn't digging it. Maybe it was the art style. I'm not entirely sure. But hey, we got one. Excuse me. We got one drop. Let's see if it processes through. So again, we're going for these Deadpool Mighty Marvel VV drops. These guys right here. We'll see if they actually process through. I used to record these and put them up, but not a lot of people were digging them. So I laid off. And you guys have to suffer through it live. This is what it is. Haven't gotten to read issue #2 yet. Yeah. You enjoyed it and everyone hated it. Isn't that the way it goes? I mean, it was okay. I didn't see it going that way. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be like Into Wonderland, dealing with all that drama and all that stuff. But so it wasn't that. I actually got three pending orders right now. So we'll see what I got once that comes through. Maybe we'll share that experience. Those VV drops are stressful to watch. Dude, it can be. So they got rid of the bots. I think they got rid of the bots because now you can get 2, 3, 4 comics every time you go for them, which then ups the chances of you getting something rare. So I just got 3 of these. And the only reason I got 3 of these is because there are a lot of first appearances in here. So, you know, there's good odds that the drop I get is a first appearance. And if it sells for under, I'll just hold it forever and see where it goes eventually, you know. So, yeah. All right, let's get back into this. So we have... I finally understand half of Bunny. Yeah, no kidding. Hour of the Dragon, check it out. Cough Jack. All right, what do we got? Hour of the Dragon. What is this? Okay. A showdown between Conan and Zaltu somebody. Is that hand? Is this another Conan book? Cool. Hero Uncensored. That's cool. What do you know about it? You like it? It's Conan, indeed. Indeed it is. Vinyl, that was another book that I dropped. I have them all. I just stopped reading them. I think one came later, something like that. I don't know. Hollow Inside #1 was surprisingly captivating. Interesting. I didn't really dig volume #1, so I was like, I'm not going to read volume #2. I feel that way about Rain. I just finished Rain issue 5, and I'm like, I don't need a volume 2 in my life. There were elements that I really enjoyed, but like I don't think I want to collect them going forward. We'll see. All right, so Hour of the Dragon. Okay, it's issue #4, so I might have to add it to my mental list of books to keep up with. Look at these Bill and Ted variants real quick. So this is the one, cover B. This is the one that I pre-ordered. You got to do it, right? You got to do it. You forgot I was going live. No worries, dude. Station, glad you can come in. You missed a VV drop. I shouted you out in the beginning of the show. I take back all the things I said, all the nice things I said about the Crimson Cage references and things like that. Take it all back. Then you got to go back and watch the rewind. So there you are. Glad you're in here, man. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty #1. I feel like I'm going to enjoy that one more than the recent Captain America. Oh God, what was it called? I can't even remember what it was called now that I'm thinking about it. But there was some interesting things going on there. This one sounds like it'll be fun too. So we'll see. We'll see which one prevails at the end of the day. You can't have 2 Captain America books at the same time. New #1 starting a few weeks apart without there being some kind of comparison drawn, right? Like, how do you do that? Symbol of Truth. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what it was. Sentinel of Liberty and Symbol of Truth. It's a mouthful. Thanks. Kappa. It's capping hard in the chats. Cowboy Bebop, City of Magic #2. What do we got? Tim Drake's Special #1. We have another DC Pride. Death of Elvira. I'm digging the cover. Elvira's a cool character. Whoa, it's $20. Never mind. I'll unclick that. All right. Devil's Highway #2. Is there a better? FOC's already done, right? I'm going to get in trouble for that. Let's get out of there. Okay, so Devil's Highway #2. I think that's a book that I wish I was on. Benjamin Percy, right? Yeah. Who's reading Devil's Highway? Is it worth it? Let me know if it's worth it. Do a power bomb. All you wrestler fans out there, Daniel Warren Johnson. Let me make sure I get this creative team right before I get corrected. Writer, artist, letterer, cover artist, Daniel Warren Johnson, Mike Spicer, and James Harden. Okay. Do a power bomb. Issue #1, Image Comics. How bad could it be? Right? Wants to be a pro wrestler, living in the shadow of her mother's success before her. A wrestling obsessed necromancer asks her to join The grandest and most dangerous pro wrestling tournament of all time. Are you kidding me? That's going to be crazy. So, pro wrestler, necromancer, it looks like she's going to be fighting demons or something like that. Daniel Warren Johnson. He's been teasing this for months and months and months on his Instagram. He's been showcasing all these little panels and things. I'd recommend checking out Daniel Warren Johnson's Instagram so you can get a taste of what you're going to get into. But if you're a Daniel Warren Johnson fan, you already know what you're going to get. And it's wrestling related, and I'm coming off of this Crimson Cage high right now. This is on my pull list all day. All day. Let's look at this variant too from James Harden. That's a sick variant as well. Climbing up through the ropes. Just got thrown out or something, and she's coming back in. She's got like a Spartan. It almost has like a Spartan mask feel to it, but like the hair is shining through. So there's your mohawk. That's pretty cool. Yep, I'll be all over that. That's awesome. Who's picking this one up? You guys are excited for it. Powerbomb. Is that sexual in nature? All right, let's keep going. Because we're only in week, what, 2 or 3? Ghost Cage, issue number 3. Love and Ghost Cage. Image comic. Really, really cool. You can get autographed copies for practically cover price on Midtown, or you could. I did. I got 3 or 4 of them, or 2 or 3 of them. So there you go. You don't know much about Daniel Warren Johnson, but I'm hearing good things. I'm in. Dude. Okay. Where does he start, guys? Murder Falcon? That's where I started. Start with Murder Falcon. Daniel Warren Johnson, great art. It's all about music, the love for music, and how it kind of like conquers everything. I would start there, and then maybe he's done some stuff, but like of what I've read, I would go from there to maybe Beta Ray Bill. That's another great one that came out recently. Not that long. I think Murder Falcon's like 8 issues, if I'm not mistaken, and I think Beta Ray Bill was only 5. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Thanks. Yeah, I forgot about Dead Earth. I haven't gotten all those yet. I've been stacking them. I think I'm missing one. I don't know which one I'm missing. Nope, keep that robot. No, you're in there now. You're in. I read Moon Knight. You got to read. I don't know, Murder Falcon. How about Beta Ray Bill? It's newer and it's more relevant. How about that? You read Beta Ray Bill. I read Moon Knight. You read that one. You owe me. Grimm number 2. God, am I getting a variant? I think I'm getting a variant. There's a Frizzen variant, right? Yeah, there's a Frizzen variant, so I went ahead and picked up that one. It's not a great variant, honestly. Actually, it is pretty cool. Never mind. It is pretty cool. I do like it. I just didn't like the story so far. There's too much humor. There's too much like, oh, it's my first day kind of vibe going on. Didn't really dig the seriousness of it. And I was thinking with a book called Grimm, and it has to do with the Grim Reaper, and it was very serious covers, and she was posed in certain, you know what I mean? I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know. Have a great one, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. There you go. If that's going to be your first one, then just do that for me. How about that? Personal favor. How about that? House of Slaughter number 7. I did like number 6. The Scarlet Mask. We'll see where that one goes. Image, what do we got? I Am Batman, haven't been reading those. Hulkin and Wiccan, staying away from that. Iron Fist number 4. I heard it's good, just not reading it. Same with Iron Man, haven't been reading that one. Anybody reading Iron Man or Iron Fist? Let me know. Let me know. Mortal Red Sonja has been good apart from the random art changes in the middle of number 2. Well, that sounds annoying. I hate when they do that. But I have not been reading that one. Let's see, we have Marvel's 11, Jurassic League, another fun book. Daniel Warren Johnson, but he's not on the art. So he's doing the covers, but he's not doing the main interior art. So that's another interesting one you can get into. Just to get the vibe, you know. Cool cover B. All right, what else we got? Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, number 2. Number 1 was okay. None of the stories really jumped out. I think the best one, I want to say it was Hickman's, but there was a lot of ambiguity there. Or maybe I just didn't follow it as closely as I needed to. And so I didn't do that. Did you say, Jennifer's Blood? Yeah, so I don't think I'll be picking these up going forward. It's a whole different team too, right? It's not the same guys. So we have Benjamin Percy, David. Yeah, right. So I don't know. We'll see. New Fantastic Four, getting that one, getting a variant. That'll be fun. Oblivion Song, the end of Oblivion Song, number 36. I don't know how many of you guys have been writing that out, but I've been writing that out since issue 1, and I stopped reading it at around issue 15 or 16, something like that. Yeah, you know how it is, man. You know how it is. We'll get a run of Alien comics, and then we'll get a run of Monster comics, then we'll get a run of Possession comics, then we'll get a run of wrestling stuff. You know how it goes. It's a trend right now. And it's a good one. There's not too many out, and everything that's been out that I'm aware of, Crimson Cage, has been great. So we'll see. I could see that. I could see how it was a letdown. It's basically a retelling of the origin of the Trinity with dinosaurs. Nothing really great. Nick, I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Is my camera frozen? Let me know. You guys hear me? Hopefully. Let's see. Let me know in the comments. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Maybe I'm just doing the bit. Maybe I'm just doing the bit and you don't know it yet. Let me go check it out real quick too. Let's see. I don't know. Doesn't say I'm frozen. You're good. All good on this side. Okay. Yeah, I just checked out my own live and I'm like, no, I'm good. Cool. All good here. You're good. You're good. You're 5x5, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's go in there. The Oceans Will Take Us, number 3 from Aftershock. It's playing on that whole, let's make long titles on comic books. Panthea. Let's see. Power Rangers number 20. I know there's a lot of Power Ranger fans out there. Fantagraphics. Fantagraphics is more on my radar now because of Red Room and 8 Ball. So I need to pay attention to more Fantagraphics stuff because I think I like that style a little bit. Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country number 3. I'm digging those books so far. I've been digging them. And I want to get into, I have the leather-bound Sandman Volume 1. And it has like 800 pages in it. So I want to get into that. It's just really intimidating. But I want to get into it. And we have the show coming out soon. I think it's, what is it, HBO or Netflix? I can't remember. But something, yeah, I think I want to get into that. But it's a little bit daunting. But I like what I'm reading so far. I feel like Sandman is going to be a book that you're just going to have to read if you're a comic book fan at some point. Hey, Yvette, thanks for coming in. Station to you. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Good morning. Grab your phone. Mama Herm, indeed. You're buying it for the wife and you haven't, I haven't read them. Interesting. Okay. Boon Knight Black, White, and Blood was okay for me. Hickman was last on my list. I couldn't get the art. Yeah, the art was a little bit weird. You didn't quite know. I was like, is that the monster? Like, what's going on? The art was a little bit sketchy. Do you feel like if you took that story, that concept, and blew it into like a, I don't know, 5-issue run, you'd pick it up? I mean, Hickman on Moon Knight, come on, how do you not get it? But I get what you're saying. Completely. Yep. All right, so let's keep going. Where do we leave off? Nightmare Country. So Savage Spider-Man, Seven Sons number 1 is a new book coming out. It was previewed, gosh, was it previewed in Twig? I can't remember. It seemed interesting though, but it's like, but it's an indie. So be careful with it, of course, just read it. Jay Lee, it should be interesting. The premise was fun. It's kind of like the birth of a new Christ in like a Vegas type scene in the future. It was really strange and weird. They were like building it up like it was like the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Traffic going in, millions of people showing up, exaggerated cityscapes, landscapes, and things like that, like a Vegas vibe. and it was supposed to be like a countdown, like a New Year's Eve countdown to the birth of this new Christ. That's what it appeared to be. And then we got the awakening of like a teenage or older person in the rubble, far out in the desert, observing the city at the 0 count, right? So it's like, well, who is this guy? Did they not know where this person is? It was really weird. There's a lot of questions, but the concept was fun, I think. So maybe check it out. Slumber number 4, interesting. Again, it was a fun concept, but I think I ended up dropping it. It just wasn't doing enough for me to keep me going long term. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus number 2. I enjoyed number 1 enough to get number 2. I don't think it'll have legs for me personally, but I'm going to keep getting it just to get oriented to the character a little bit more. Just kind of see what else it does for me. Town Called Terror number 3. That was an interesting book. It suffers from abrupt endings. Cool concept, amazing art like I've never seen before. But it ends really strangely. Each issue. I guess not strange, but it just makes you want more. It makes you want more. So Steve Niles, is it Simone? I don't know. SZYMON. Kodransky, I think is how you say it. Cool concept. How many issues is this listed so far? 5. Ooh, but I don't have these other ones. I definitely want to get those. Cool. Town Called Terror. I'd recommend it. It's fun. We'll see where it goes though. What If Miles Morales? Looks like it's the Thor edition. We have Son of Kal-El coming out. We got some Wolverine, X-Men Red, which is not my least favorite new X-Men book, but probably my 3rd favorite X-Men book of the recent ones. Again, it goes Immortal, Marauders, probably Red, and then 30 other titles, and then Knights of X. So there it is right there. Maria, what's going on? Station, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. The creative director in the house. The worst thing is that they are the best creative teams, Mike. Yeah, indeed. Oh, I just had a jump in the chat here. Everyone's saying hi. No kidding. I think we all agree on that. I think we all love the character. We just need something meaningful to happen. Some great creative team to come in, do something we haven't seen with the character before, make it relevant. And I think we felt like that with Yara, with the introduction to her, because it felt fresh. It felt like it might go somewhere, because we had all this Infinite Frontier knowledge, going into this new phase. And it feels like all that was washed away. So it felt like it kind of cheapened it a little bit. I felt like we were thinking it was going to head that way with Yara, and now it's not, which is kind of a bummer. Knights and Excalibur aggravated me because they are books with Gambit. Yeah, you don't like Gambit? Or you don't like him in there? Gambit's got nothing better to do. That's what he said in Knights of X #1. He's like, well, Rogue's doing something. I don't know where Rogue is, so I'm out of here, man. I'll join your little quest. Where you going? That's literally what happened. Romby is about to save Detective Comics. I think so too. So X-Men Red. Let's see. How many more weeks we got? Holy crap. We got 2 more to go, guys. We got a long way to go. What do we got? Amazing Spider-Man number 4. We talked about Amazing Spider-Man already. Batman World's Finest. That's a great book. I love that one. If you need some DC in your life and you want like a more historic feel to it, but like a modernized retelling of old stories in a way, check out World's Finest. That's a good one. The Knight, I'm not reading that one. There's too many Batman books. I know it's a great creative team, but I just can't get into that at the moment. Black Adam number 1, picking it up because it's a new number 1. Who's doing this? Christopher Priest. A few covers to pick from as well. So we'll be dipping into that. I don't know much about Black Adam, so I'm going to be getting it. Bloodstained Teeth number 3. I have the number 1, the Outer Limits exclusive variant over here. I have to read that one. By the Horns, Dark Earth number 2. I hear the first volume's great. I need to catch up on that. I think I'm going to be dropping, well, maybe not. I'll just be cover buying Captain from now on. I wasn't really impressed with the last issue. They switched everything about it. Not really digging it. What else is coming out? There's that Elvira. Duo, Disturb, Deadbox number 3, Dark Crisis, Young Justice number 1. I'm probably going to stay away from all those. Crossover number 1 3D special. Fables is back, 152. The Flash, I hear, is pretty good. I should be on that, but I'm just not. Gunslinger Spawn, doing Spawn stuff. I've stayed away from most Spawn stuff. So, I hear it's great. So Robbie over Pop Culture Philosophers, he loves volume number 1. I'm sure some of you guys in the chat do too. I haven't read it. I think I have a second print of number 1. Never got into it. I hear it's great though. It might be a trade read. Just get caught up. I Hate This Place number 2 was intriguing enough to get number 2. I'm looking forward to that. Immortal number 3. You just heard me say I like that one the most of some of the most recent new ones. Let's see what else. Knights of X number 3. Nope. Staying away. Lonesome Hunters number 1 from Dark Horse. Is that Velifax or whatever that sword is? Look at that sword. Look at those eyes. I don't know. Interesting art. They're scared of something though. Moon Knight number 12. There you go, Flash. Get caught up with there. We got a bunch of Miles stuff coming out. We got some voices. Manifest Destiny, Magic. Looks like the only thing I have on my pull list. I think I have a variant for Moon Girl, Miles and Moon Girl, because that looks pretty fun. Of course, we got some Moon Knight. A lot of you guys are picking up Nightwing and loving that one. We have Nook number 1 from Source Point Press. Punisher War Journal. We'll see what that's about. I think I got a variant. Radio Apocalypse number 4. I'll believe it when I see it. New Mutants 26. I know you guys are loving New Mutants as well. Trigger Warnings number 4 for Red Room. That's volume 2. I like that one a lot. Looks like there's a human centipede thing going on here. That's going to be a little weird. We'll see. I like Red Room. It's a fun book. Stacking Silver Coin right now. I'm probably 3 issues behind at this point, which is kind of a shame. Flash has been the most consistent DC character for years, and no one really checks it out. Yeah, I read Rebirth until Godspeed, and then I think I fell off after that. A Blaze Zero Life. I hear that. Silver Coin. Yeah, the Peach variant. Yeah, she does great stuff if she has time. I don't like it when it's a complete white background and the characters popping out. Like, those are some of my least favorite ones. If she has like a full page, a full cover, I tend to like those more. Shaolin Cowboy, Cruel to Be Kin number 2. One of the picks of the week, for sure. It was a fun book. It wouldn't have been on my radar if it wasn't for Robbie, so I appreciate that. Went back to the shop, picked it up, read it. It was like in my top 3 for the week. Just a cool concept. Really well done. I like that one. Silver Surfer Rebirth. Kind of wish I grabbed that in the beginning for number 1 because I hear good things about it. Something's Killing Children 24. Got a variant cover. Of course, that's going to be good. Crimson Rain. Again, Star Wars is real hot. Stillwater. Again, we talked about that earlier. That's a book I wish I picked up and I just didn't at the time. We got Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, Boss Perry White number 1. That's a mouthful. Beast Wars. Usagi Ojimbo, Lethal Protector number 3. I'm digging Lethal Protector. I'm liking that one. I think we talked about that. We only find them when they're dead. I can't believe that's still going on. Zombies vs. Robots Classic number 4. And we have X-Men 12. Let me look at this X-Men 12 real quick. The grand climax on the eve of the Hellfire Gala. Threats have closed on the X-Men from all sides. Dr. Stasis, Game World, X-Men Secrets getting out. It all led to this. I've been liking this run so far. I like the main run. It hasn't been great, but it's been pretty cool. Chop and Drop in the house. What's going on? Thanks for all the support, dude. Glad you're in here. We're just checking out the books that are coming out next month. A little late for FOC for the first couple weeks, but you can still catch up, I think, on the 22nd and the next week as well. Adding things to the poll list. We're in the final week. I know we're well over our normal time. We usually only go about an hour. We're hitting the hour and 30-minute mark, so let's go through this. Aquaman number 5. We have Action Comics again. I wish I picked that up. Barbaric, The Harvest Blades number 1. So volume 2 of Barbaric's coming out. I'll be looking forward to that one. Batman and Batman, staying away from at the moment just because there's a lot of Batman in my life right now. Beyond the White Knight number 4. Going ahead and get that one for the spec in the Sean Murphy universe that he's putting together. One Dark Knight. This is actually a cool premise book. I like the premise a lot. And of course with Jock on the art and everything and the writing. So you got it. I like that one. It's a black label, presents well. It's a fun story. Story I haven't heard before, which is a great combination for Batman. Berserker number 9, one of my favorite reads of 2021. One of my top 5 books of 2021. And it's continuing the crazy story in the most recent ones. And it's kind of blowing it out right now. Maybe we'll get some answers going forward. Kanto, The Tales of the Unnamed World number 1. So we have another Kanto book coming out, another volume. I think this is the final volume, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see where it goes. I really enjoyed volume number 1, and I think it's just kind of gone downhill ever since then. But I feel like I'm so invested in Kanto right now that I need to finish it out. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Batman White Knight is great. I know, I need to catch up. I think I read some of the earlier volumes of White Knight. And I haven't been keeping up with the other ones, though. Get Action. Yeah, I know. I need to. Do you have a recommendation of where to start? Do I have to go all the way back to, like, Infinite Frontier? There's some, I know there's some, I think there's some spec behind one of these books. I think it's the one prior to that one, though. All right, let's keep going. So we have Symbol of Truth. We talked about this earlier. We have 2 Captain America books at the same time, starting in the month of June. We have Sentinel of Liberty and Symbol of Truth. It looks like Deadpool's in this one. Maybe. We'll see. Count Crowley. I heard some decent stuff about that as well. DC vs. Vampire. Killers number 1, a spinoff of DC vs. Vampires, which I've been, enjoying. It's no Deceased, but it's still fun. Department of Truth. Guys, I had to give up on it. So I gave up on Department of Truth because I felt like I just couldn't compile everything. There's so much stuff going on in that book. I just couldn't keep up with it. It's the only good version. You watch your mouth. I have a couple keys down there, up there and down there for Harley. She's a great character. She's a good character. I Catch Him on White Knight also sounds like, yeah, probably, it seems like it. Seems like it, yep. All right, let's keep going. Frankenrocker and the Jailbait Punks number 2, great title. Ravencroft, yeah, we have a cat appearance coming probably soon. G.I. Joe, the Real American Hero, talking about Brother Joe, of course. Good Boy number 2. Is this a volume 2, number 2? Because this book's been out for a while, right? If I'm not mistaken. There's your Harley Quinn, Mike. Hit Me number 4. I see some people posting some of this. I don't know if the story's any good, but the covers are certainly interesting. Indeed. My cat's eating my Comic Pro line. That's not acceptable. Whoa. So rare appearance of Maya coming up in here. Let's see if I can keep her entertained for a minute so she can hang out with us. Iron Man Iron Cat, the Joker number 15. If you thought it ended at 14, you were sadly mistaken. You're going to get another issue. Is this the final issue? Is it advertised as the final issue? Oh, there it is. For me, it's a sigh of relief that it's the final issue. I liked the first half. I hated the middle, and then I liked the very end. I liked the very end. I didn't love it. But yeah, Joker's ending pretty soon. Good Boy. Oops, something happened. Good Boy. All right, thanks. Maya cameo. Yeah, she used to hang out with me when I did some of my early videos. The videos where I look back now and just completely cringe because it just had no camera presence. It was very dry. Anyway, she would make her little cameo and it helped loosen me up a little bit. So that was pretty fun. I did like that. None of these books I'm really digging right now. Philadelphia, I hear, has got a good legacy to it. Mindset number 1 from Vault Comics. What's going on here? Zach Kaplan, John Pearson, or Pearson. Okay. Mindset. Taqi accidentally discovers mind control. Okay. Meditation app to help users break their addiction and other manipulative technologies and platforms. Rags to riches. Interesting. Yeah, I'll throw that one on there. If it comes, it comes. It sounds like it would be an interesting book. We'll check it out. I like giving books a chance. We'll see. Public Domain, we talked about Chip Zdarsky a little bit earlier. We have Public Domain #1 coming out for Image Comics. Red Man #1, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. Looks like we're double dipping that month on Righteous Thirst. Robin, I know a lot of you guys are loving Robin still. I dropped after the tournament. I feel like I shouldn't have. I probably should have kept going with it. And I'm kind of regretting that. So add that to the list of books that I dropped that I regret. Rogues #3, Fun issue #1 and #2. Doesn't even read like a comic. It reads like it's a movie. There's a lot going on in that one. Saga #60. I can't believe we're on 60 issues already of that one. So glad that book is back. It's one of my favorite books every time it comes out. 7 Secrets. We have She-Hulk #4. What else we got? Dr. Aphra #21. Swamp Thing 14. Only a few more issues to go on Swamp Thing. The Variant #1. Just grabbing it to check it out, see what's going on. Thor, Lightning, and Lament #1. What is this? Ralph Macchio? He's writing comics? Nice. I don't know. I might flip through this one. If my shop gets it, I might flip through it and see if it's worth it. I don't know. Should I be getting that one, guys? We Live. I had the first 2 issues, and I think I just dropped it because I haven't read the original We Live, and I don't want to be stacking a whole bunch of books because I'll probably never get around to them at this point. And so here's this X-Men Red. Am I getting a variant or something? Oh yeah, I'm stocking up on some of these Hellfire Gala variants that I feel like are pretty cool. So I am getting that one. So that pretty much covers that one. Stoked for Mindset looks great. Yeah. Does my lasagna like Garfield? Asking for a friend. She loves some cat treats, and we just started feeding her this canned food in the morning time. The problem is I was doing it when I was getting my daughter up for school, which was around 6:30 in the morning, and she's waking me up earlier and earlier and earlier. So it's like 5:30, and she's already jumping on me, meowing in my face, waiting to get her food. I like Jessica Jones too. Yep. Interesting to see where that one goes. Robin is ending at 17. Interesting. The other, oh, okay. I thought he's done fighting and he's done beating up kids or training kids to beat up kids now, and he's doing that. So let's look at the poll list real quick, just get a quick overcap of what's happening. We have a lot of weeks, man. So this is what my first week looks like. Some of the variants. Got that classic Andrea Sorrentino, and I'm double dipping on that one apparently. Little Monsters. Got that Miles. Got that Moon Knight. I actually have that real Moon Knight cover up here somewhere. Nice House, Righteous Thirst, Step Up 87. We have Demons. That's what my first week looks like. So we might supplement a few more in here. What's week #2 look like? This one's way heavier. Okay. Spider-Man, Aquaman. So we'll see what I cut. Killing Time, Cyberforce. I'll probably cut that one. Dark Crisis, Dark Knights of Steel, ETER. Man, I'm liking some of these books though. Oh yeah, Jane Foster, Mighty Thor, right? I'll probably drop this Fortnite one. We'll see though. They've already, the problem is the shop's already ordered these probably, so if they come in, you can't really do that, you know? So that's the thing. You got to pay attention up ahead. Got that Peach cut. Looks like I'm double dipping on Twig. Thor, Obi-Wan, Savage Avenger for the Prison, Robin Hood. 2022 #1, just because it's just cover grab. Looks like I got that Dan Mora. Poison Ivy. We got Noctera, and we got Venom #8. White Bunny sitting on top of a bloody pistol reminds me of Stabby Bunny. I can't remember what it is. Too many dollars, indeed. That's just week #2. All right, week #3. What do we have? Amazing Spider-Man. We have Bill and Ted, that awesome variant version. The Bone Orchard. I haven't read the free comic book day one yet. I need to do that. Sentinel of Liberty #1. Do a power bomb. 8 Billion Genies. I like the premise for the first issue. Ghost Cage. One of my favorite runs so far. Grimm #2. House of Slaughter, Jurassic League, New Fantastic Four, Oblivion Song, Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country #3, Seven Sons, Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse #3, Ivan Tao variant. I'm just getting it for the variant. Exodus #2 for Spider-Man 2029, Town Called Terror, Wolverine, and X-Men Red. Again, just a Hellfire variant right there. Pretty cool. What else we got? We have another amazing Spider-Man. We have Batman, Superman World's Finest, Black Adam #1. We got a Frizzen cover. I hate this place. They probably won't get this one in. Immortal X-Men, Knights of X. Again, just another Hellfire. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. The Tau variant. And some of these are just cover grabs. Moon Knight #12. Again, another cover grab. Moon Knight #12 again for that Hellfire. Radio Apocalypse. I hope that one comes out. I really, really do. Trigger Warnings #4. Can't wait for that. Shaolin Cowboy. Can't wait. And I double dipped. I saw that Ed Piscor has one as well. So I went ahead and double dipped on this one. I think I can clean this week up a little bit. There's some duplicates in here. Like, I don't need this duplicate Moon Knight. And I don't need this duplicate here either. So I'm probably going to get rid of cover A because I want that Ed Piscor cover. All right. What else we got? Something's Killing the Children, Lethal Protector, X-Men, and then we have another X-Men, so I'll probably get rid of that one because I'm digging the X-23 cover. Yeah, so there you go. Shaved off a couple books right there. Man, I know. The Passageway. Passageway is going to be awesome. I know. Did you guys read your free comic book day? Well, yeah. There wasn't free comic book day. Am I getting that mixed up? The Bone Orchard. Right? What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Let me go back real quick. Of course, it's going to freeze up on me. Go back. Yeah, Passageway. I'm getting my own titles mixed up now. See, this is what happens when I don't drink more coffee in the morning. All right, we just covered that week. The final week. Barbaric. Looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that. The beginning of the first arc was great. The ending was like, it slipped a little bit. I think the concept's great, though. Beyond the White Knight. I think that's our Harley key. So that'll be fun. One Dark Knight #3. This one doesn't come out soon enough for me. I like that one a lot. Barbaric. Or I'm sorry, Berserker. Why did I get 2? Oh, because I get the foil typically and then the cover A. Kanto. So Frizzen has a portfolio coming out as well. DC portfolio. It's just a bunch of covers in a collected edition. So I went ahead and put that one on. Ice Cream Man. Yeah, did we not get an Ice Cream Man this month? Or is it coming in the last week? Let's look real quick. Oh, May 25th. Okay, it's coming. Okay. Joker #15. Got that variant, like, Killing Joke style here. Mindset we just added. Public Domain, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, Rogue, Saga, Swamp Thing variants. Let's look at this real quick. This is the main cover. It almost has like a little Frizzen vibe to it, doesn't it? And then we have Hellfire, X-Men Red. May #20, thanks. I think the new Barbaric is a one-shot and not the beginning of R2. See, that's why I have you guys here. I need an army of people to keep me honest and keep me informed on what the heck's going on, because this hobby is so crazy. Yeah, you're right. Looks like there's only one issue there. Do we have any word on a second arc? No. Guys, that's what I'm picking up, though. That is it. Let's see. I'll make sure I caught up on the chat real quick. Well, thanks for joining, everyone. That's our look at June's comics. We went through every week individually. If you came in late, we went through every single week individually with tons of pauses and comments and chats and side conversations throughout the way. And then we did a quick recap at the end of what's on my list throughout the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Exactly. So many times I'm like, I'm not on this. Should I be on this? And inevitably the answer is like, totally, man. You should totally be on that. It's 5 issues in. You need to go back and pick them all up and do all this stuff. So yeah, I do appreciate that. Thanks. But yeah, if you're watching this on the rewind, let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to and what books I should be adding to my poll list, because I'm always interested to know what you guys are digging that I'm not currently reading. So it's always helpful to know what's out there and what is worth it. And speaking of what's worth it, you guys are all worth it. So thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me. Thank you so much. Have a great day, friends. No, you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming in. Nick at Night, Friday night. I just did it for this past week's books. So go back and check that out if you're interested to know what I think about all the books. There were several good ones in here, and I have them all ranked out and everything. So we'll be doing that. Of course, I always do my poll, what's out new, the new release video. I do that over at Cadets, my local LCS, local comic book shop. And so we do that. And we also do my haul video after that one as well, kind of a preview to Nick at Night. And then I recently did a video for how to get into comic books today. It's a playlist that I've been developing over the last year. The last one was Final Order Cutoff, explaining the difference between Final Order Cutoff and release date, some tools you can use to help track all that stuff. I talk about League in there as well. And if you're new to League, I have a whole video showing how to break it down, how to use it, all the different tabs. So check that out. Share it around to all your new friends. I appreciate it, guys. Well, that is it for me. I really do appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day and be safe out there, station. Thank you all for hopping in. We'll see you guys later. Peace out. All right, so I got one Mighty Marvel in so far. Just showing you guys which one I got. I got this little guy. So that's it so far. I got two more pending. I guess I got to cover my face for it to zoom. That's it so far. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you around.